Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with 2-0 Brad Haxell. Brad, you're having your third fight tomorrow night at York Hall, not far away from here at Repton ABC. Just tell us a bit about how you got into the sport, because I know before your pro debut September last year, you had a few years out.
Yeah, I had a bit of time out due to just growing up and the work life. But I'm back now, turned pro. I started when I was a young boy down the local club from the estate, and I was boxing for 6 years and then a little bit of time out, and now I'm back ready for the pro. I'm terrible.
What club was that, and what first made you go into the gym?
Westry ABC, and just from being young and coming from a rough estate, you have to get into the gym. I was little as well, so that's what got me into boxing, truth be told.
And whereabouts are you from, and do you still live around there now?
Yeah, from the same manor still from the same part, but I moved amateur clubs, and now I've joined a different team in the pros.
And do you still work full-time, or are you a full-time pro?
Full-time pro, thanks to my sponsors who are helping me live the life.
And I saw you mention before your first couple of fights have been around lightweight, but you want to move down either this year or start next year towards super feather. What are you coming in at for this one, and what's the plan to gradually move down?
Again, I had to have 6 months out due to injury. I injured my shoulder, and obviously I went up a little bit in weight. So I'm doing super lightweight this one, but I will be dropping down to featherweight. That's my future, where boxing will be. Featherweight, I'm a featherweight, 100%.
All the way down to feather?
100% featherweight.
When will we be likely to see you around that level? And will you be looking at kind of southern area sort of level at that point?
For the titles, it'll be featherweight, and from my next fight, getting this one out of the way, get a good victory. I've been working really hard. It's good to be back from the injury, and after this fight, I've sat down with my team and we're going to featherweight, because that's my weight.
Tell us a little bit about your training team, so which gym you're based at and who you train under.
I'm always training in the Invicta gym with Ray Askew, but my coach is Lee Page, so we're just training there all amongst us, like all of us in there. It's a good team, good family in there. We're training hard, very hard. Everything's going to plan. It's been a great camp.
People that haven't seen you fight before, because you've only had two, they haven't been on TV, so just tell us what your style's like. How would you describe your style?
A box fighter, I can do both. If someone comes to fight, I can hold my feet and I'll go to work, or if not, I'll box and box someone's head off. It's all good.
Tell us about some of the sparring you've had. Obviously, at this stage of your career, you're probably learning more or as much as in the gym as you are in the ring. So, some of the notable names you sparred who you've learned from?
I've done a lot of sparring down the eye box with all them boys, Jake Petit, Danny Carr. I do a lot at El Wilkie's gym. He's a top man, and I sparred that Ryan Garner, talented kid, very good. So, and that is the type of people. I hope one day I'm going to be on their level. So, it's all good.
How far away do you feel you are? Obviously, you're still very young. Do you want to have kind of a number of learning fights first? You're on your third now, or do you want to be fast-tracked? What's the plan?
I'm in no rush. I'll take the fights when the fight's all right, but I know at featherweight I'm going to be one of the big boys at that weight. But it's all in great timing, and I know I'm going to get there.
Who do you look up to from a boxing perspective? Who are your kind of boxing heroes? As you need to get injured by the thing behind you. Yeah. I didn't put those up, by the way.
Canelo Alvarez or Liam Beefy Smith, they're the two people I like to study. UK fighter, but my favourite fighter of all time is Ricky Hatton. But yeah, other than that, Canelo Alvarez, Liam Beefy Smith, they're always the pros I study. I like to take little bits from their style. So.
Brilliant. And just before we let you go, people out there that want to get to know you a bit better, follow the journey as it were, what are your main social media handles and platforms?
Instagram, Bradley Haxell Boxing, find me on there and support the page, follow the journey.
Brilliant. All right, we really appreciate your time. Best of luck tomorrow night.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Brad.